Hi guys, Harrison here from Elite Outdoor Gear, here with the biggest capacity unit that Goal Zero sell. It's called the Yeti 3000 lithium. As you can see, it's pretty big, but if you're familiar with the Yeti range, they've actually got a 1250 watt unit, which is a lead acid battery, and it's probably twice the size of this physically, at about half the capacity. So if you're familiar with this, you can really appreciate how small these new lithium units are. 3000 being 3000 watts capacity. With the lithium batteries, you're able to use a lot more of that as well. So they're super efficient, super compact, and really, really light. This comes in around that 30 kilos. As you can see, the Goal Zero stuff's just made really, really nice. So it comes with this nice roll cart with a telescopic handle, which is a nice touch because it is 30 kilos and you don't want to be lugging it around everywhere. You kind of want to just put it in a spot and leave it there. What you'd use this for, I mean, you'd use it for running a little cabin or something like that, or even a backup power for your house. Being the biggest unit that they sell, might not be like perfect for vanners or camping, just because it's probably more power than you'll probably need, however long you're going for. As you can see, the interface on it's really nice. I'm really liking it. There's so much going on at the front and it's so easy to use. Anyone can just plug something in and away you go. All you got to do is, like all their stuff, all their Yetis anyway, all you have to do is press the little button, and when the green light's on, it means these are active. You can obviously have multiple ones on at a time, but if you weren't using any of these, you can turn them off and then no power is going to them. And same with the 240 volts as well. So obviously you get two 240 volt outputs with their surge protection and sine wave technology, so you're getting a constant current. Yeah, it's got fantastic surge protection. It's going to shut straight off if you get that surge. So you don't have to worry about harming the Yeti. You can pretty much plug anything into it and it'll just cut it straight off. 4 USB ports for all your tablets, phones, gaming consoles. This thing will charge it all for days and days. So they're all 5 volt, 2.4 amp. Once you click that on, all 4 of them are on, so you can use them all at the same time. And then you've got 4 12 volt outputs. So you've got the Goal Zero outputs here, you got a smaller Anderson plug, and you've got your cigarette lighter 12 volt. So that's going to run all your camp fridges, all your camp lighting, anything that runs that you've got connected up to that 12 volt port. Yeah, it's gonna run it really, really nicely. Another great feature is they include the Yeti MPPT charger, solar charger. So what that does is just really efficient and turning that solar energy into the battery storage. It just converts it at a really, really high rate, a lot more than your other solar inverters. So it's great to see that. It's pre-installed on the 3000s, which is awesome. Gives you 2 inputs for the Goal Zero panels, or if you want to go down another route, it does have the Anderson plug input, which is great. I think it can take up to 300 watts. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's the max it can take. I think those are 150 each. Anyway, it does have an indicator light in there, so it will show you what you're getting in. Or you can charge it up to 240 volt as well, if you want to go down that route. Or through solar, through just their regular inverter as well. The interface on it is great. It shows you so much information. You can go through the info, which tells you how much percentage you've got, how many hours till empty, which is a really, really good feature. You've got your units of input and output levels, so you can see how much you're getting in through the sun or through the wall, and how much you're taking out. So if it's a nice sunny day and you're taking the max you want to take out, and you can still notice you're getting stuff in, or if it gets a bit cloudy and you think it's going to drain down, it's easy to see that too, so you can just work around it. And that's just by clicking units. You can change the units as well. Watt hours, it goes to watts, amps, and volts, amps, watts, and watt hours. So yeah, that's great. And because a lot of those devices just tell you how much they run, you can actually see. But I've got a older MacBook here. It's a big old 17-inch MacBook. And just to show you how efficient this thing is, or how actually precise that is, I'm pretty sure I got around a 60-watt charger. But all you have to do is obviously plug that straight in. It's not going to turn on straight away unless you want it to. So all you have to do is click that button at the top. Power's going to it, and that will just switch on. So that's charging now, and all this is changing. So it'll start to just be charging it up, and then you can go through the info. So it tells you how many hours till empty. Just because I've plugged that straight in, it just takes a while to figure out how long. And I can change the units to watts, so I can actually see how effective this is. So it's saying it is outputting 14.5 volts, so it might output, so if we go to volts, we'll just let that figure it out. But yeah, so this obviously being the biggest, they do have a 1400 lithium, a 1000 lithium, and a 400 lithium. The 400s are great for, like, if you're in a van, in a car, want to take camping somewhere, they are fantastic. They're like 7 kilos, they're so small, and super compact but super powerful. Yeah, they're really good bits of kit. If you go a bit bigger, yeah, you could probably take the 1000s and 1400s with you. They're just going to be increasing your run times and everything like that, and they're super compact as well. So the 1400, I think it's about 15 kilos, it's literally half this, and yeah, you'd be able to carry that around in your cart, no problem. So if we go back to it, we're looking at, it's saying about 46 hours till empty, so you're pretty much going to get 2 days of runtime straight out of this. And this is a big laptop, big charger. Yeah, so it is yeah, really great. And it's so it's around that 4.6 amps, and it's 57 watts, which is pretty accurate. I mean, this says it's about 60 watts, I think. So yeah, that's pretty accurate. And 9 watt hours. So yeah, as you can see, this thing is great for information. You're not going to get caught out with how much you got left. As you can see, you can just click info again, still on 96 and hours till empty. I really like that. I mean, you can notice how much you got going in, how much you got going out, so you can really just be smart with your devices and not overcharge them and lose all your battery. But go check them out. The Goal Zero range, they're literally the leaders in their class. I haven't seen any come out that are close in design and functionality as these guys. So yeah, they're really impressive bits of kit. And not to mention, they do have that lead acid range, a little bit cheaper, still great. I mean, still really good units. The interface is a little bit different, but yeah, they're really nice. They're just a little bit heavier on the heavier side. So yeah, if you had a 1250 in your house, I mean, you wouldn't want to be moving around all the time, but if you had it in your house, it'd be more than enough kind of power to cover you on those emergencies, or in a little cabin to run that kind of full time. So yeah, go check out our range. I'll drop a couple links below, but yeah, that's the Yeti 3000 from Goal Zero. Really nice silent generator. Thanks for watching, guys.